Hey! So, Chapter 8, Trigonometry. What do you need to know? Well, I'll tell you what you need to know, what you really need to know. Hang on to your hats. Now, these triangles are not the kinds of triangles we're going to talk about. Ordinary triangles are not part of trig. Specifically, right triangles are part of trig. So a triangle must have a 90-degree angle and an angle we're thinking about. That's that circle with a line. It's called theta. It's the angle we're looking at. Now, we don't talk about the sides of a right triangle. We talk about the legs or the hypotenuse. Now, ZZ Top saying about she's got legs. Those are different legs. I don't think they were doing trig. So we're not going to say the sides of a triangle. We have the legs of the triangle. One part of the right triangle is the hypotenuse. Now, you always know the hypotenuse because it's the longest part of that triangle. The opposite is the leg on the opposite side from whatever angle we're talking about. You go across the triangle, and there's the opposite. Adjacent is next to the angle we're talking about. Adjacent, if you know what the word means next to, lying close to, near, contingent, adjoining, neighboring. So the adjacent leg is next to the angle we're thinking about. So we've got the hypotenuse, we've got the opposite, and we've got the adjacent. In this right triangle, we've pivoted everything. So now theta, that's that circle with the line in it, the angle we know is in the upper left area. All my sides are now going to be referenced off where that new theta is. There are certain questions you have to ask yourself before you get too far in doing a trig problem. Specifically, where is the right angle? Without the right angle, you can't even do trig, and everything's based off that right angle. Where is the angle we want to know theta? We should know an angle or know the angle we want. We call it theta. We should know where it is. The hypotenuse. That's the side that's across from the 90 degrees. It's always the long side. Hypotenuse is long. Long word, long side. Where is the opposite leg? It's opposite from the angle. That's where that leg is. The adjacent leg, where is it? Well, it's next to the angle we're talking about. Where's Perry? Oh, he's in the video. Let's recap. Here's a right triangle. I can see my right angle, and I can see the angle that I'm looking for. That's where the theta is. I need that if any of this is going to work. The hypotenuse is the part of the triangle that is the longest and across from 90 degrees. The opposite is on the opposite side from the angle I know or want. The adjacent is next to the angle I know or want. That's the adjacent down there. That is Kaylee, my daughter. She has nothing to do with this problem. She's happy to be here. So one more time, hypotenuse, opposite, adjacent. I know that went fast, so hopefully you followed all of it, and if not, you can always go back, rewatch it, and pause it. But you do need to know the adjacent, the hypotenuse, and the opposite if we're going to have any success moving forward.